I'm Scott Wright of the Oklahoman, and I have a question for you, Oklahoma State fans. Have you caught your breath yet? It's been a crazy couple of weeks, crazy couple of days, all culminating in the biggest news of all, that Chuba Hubbard is staying at Oklahoma State for his junior season. They announced that on Monday evening, just a couple of hours before Mike Gundy took the stage at the coaches' broadcast of the national championship game. Quite a day for Oklahoma State. Nationally on a lot of levels, getting a lot of good exposure. But Chuba Hubbard returning, Casey Dunn promoted offensive coordinator, Tim Rattay brought in as the new quarterbacks coach. A lot of things that are really exciting around Oklahoma State football right now, but nothing is bigger than Chuba Hubbard's return. This announcement set off a string of tweets and other social media messages that had expectations going through the roof for Oklahoma State football in 2020. Tylan Wallace had already announced that he was coming back. Spencer Sanders had shown that he was taking steps forward in his progress. Rodarius Williams announced that he's staying around for his senior year, which was not a certainty, even though his NFL prospects might not have been as good as guys like Tylan or Chuba. That was an important decision for him to return and stay at Oklahoma State, keep back there as an anchor in that secondary. So that was a big moment. A lot of things going really good in the right direction for this Oklahoma State team now, who needs to be immediately considered one of the top contenders for the Big 12 championship game. You look down the schedule, you see that Bedlam game in October as sort of a proving ground type of moment for this team, but that Thanksgiving weekend game against Texas is going to be huge. Back up in Stillwater for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. It could be a really fun season. Chuba Hubbard, obviously coming off of the nearly 2,100-yard season, the second best season in Oklahoma State football history, behind only Barry Sanders, the 18th best season in college football history. Obviously, he could have gone to the NFL and been somewhere between a second and a fifth round pick. He was viewed somewhere between the third and fifth or sixth running back in this draft eligible class. But he decides to stick around. It says a lot about the Cowboy culture that Mike Gundy speaks so heavily about. I think that swayed Chuba Hubbard very significantly as he was trying to make this decision, because it felt all along that this was the final season for Chuba and that he was moving on to the NFL. But something about what this program was building toward kept him in Stillwater, and obviously we haven't had a chance as media to speak to him yet. All we got to see was the same thing that all the fans got to see, was his Twitter post that says "Life is good," and the Oklahoma State produced video announcing that he is staying in Oklahoma State for 2020. So it'd be fascinating to find out all the answers to those questions, but we won't get a chance to talk to a lot of those people until spring football arrives, which obviously Chuba will be here for. So we'll have all of that coming in March and April as spring gets really heated up, gets going, and it's going to be a really exciting time for Oklahoma State. So stick with us for all of our Oklahoma State coverage in the Oklahoman and on Oklahoman.com.